So a lot of times I sit down and I talk with people and, maybe they looked at my business card and they see, Bitcoin or cryptocurrency training, and they ask the question like, what is Bitcoin? And other questions like, why does Bitcoin matter, right? And so I wanted to take a quick minute and just in very simple terms, try to explain what Bitcoin is and why it matters. So basically Bitcoin is an electronic digital money. And it's a way that you and I could exchange money without the need for a central entity like a bank or a credit card company or even like a government. And so the reason why that's so valuable and the reason why there's so much hype and there's so many people that are talking about Bitcoin, or maybe you've heard a little bit about it, is because of what it does. And really what it is and what it offers is a hedge outside of traditional government, traditional financial system that a lot of people think is failing. And so what happens is right now the Federal Reserve can produce as much money as they want. They can create it out of thin air, and every time they create money out of thin air, called quantitative easing, it's creating a tax, and it's a hidden tax for you and I. We don't even know it's happening, but the value of our dollar is getting less and less and less. And so what Bitcoin does is offers us a way that is outside of the control of a system that is breaking. And it's outside of a control that a system that we really have no say in. And so one of the valuable things that you and I can do with Bitcoin is we would be able to exchange. Let's say you and I wanted to make some kind of exchange. We could exchange money in the form of Bitcoin, and we wouldn't need a central processing unit. We wouldn't need like I said, a bank that has all their fees. We wouldn't need a credit card company to be charging us interest. We wouldn't need a government to tell us if this transaction is okay. And there is so much value in having something outside of traditional financial system. One of the main values and one of the things that people really are concerned about is that eventually the US dollar is not going to be the most powerful currency in the world. It's happened time and time and time again in history where the most powerful monies and countries that control money fail and they go into hyperinflation, or their value and their trust is lost, and suddenly money shifts. The currency that people put their trust in shifts from one thing to the next to the next. And in the event that happens to the US dollar, Bitcoin would offer a hedge outside of that control, outside of that financial system. And that's really what gives Bitcoin its value. It's easy to use. It's also outside of that control, and it gives us more control as a consumer, as an independent person. So hopefully that helps to explain a little bit more about what Bitcoin is and how it works and why it matters. Feel free to check out, I have a whole training program called Simplify Crypto, and there's a training link below. It's basically a step-by-step guide, a step-by-step process for how somebody brand new can get involved, what steps to take, what education you need to know to be successful, and also some safe strategies that help you earn interest of maybe like 6% up to 8% interest on some of these cryptocurrencies. And I dare you to try to find 6 to 8% in traditional banking, right? So there's just a lot of fantastic things that you can learn through that program. It's $10, and I'd appreciate it if you check it out. Thanks.